Hey, what's up everyone? Hadi here. If you want to get strong, look good, and learn some crazy calisthenics skills, well, you're in the right place. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to start calisthenics. No gym, no weights, just your body and a bit of space and, well, of course, a floor just like this. I'm going to break down the exercises by muscle groups and give you progressions for each one. But it's not just about the muscle, it's about the strength, control, and mastering your own body weight. Remember to like and subscribe before we get started in the video, and check out the free calisthenics beginner's guide, link in the description. Let's get started with the chest. This is probably the most common place to start when you begin calisthenics, and it all starts with push-ups. Straight line from your toes all the way up to your head, hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and then control your way down, chest to the floor, and push back up. Now, if that's too hard for you, you can start with an easier variation of the push-ups, the knee push-ups. Same exact position, but with your knees on the floor. Control your way down and up. And once you're comfortable and you feel strong in your knee push-ups, then you can move on to start training your regular push-ups. And to increase the intensity of our chest workouts from home, what we can do is add some variations, just like the archer push-ups where our hands are wider than the regular push-ups. We're going down on one side, keeping the other arm fully extended, and then pushing back up and doing the exact same thing on both sides. Another really good variation that I still use up until this day is clapping push-ups or explosive push-ups, and they look just like this. We're getting into the same position as the regular push-up, going down slow and controlled and exploding up so that we get a clap mid-air. Now, moving on to the biceps. Since we're not in a gym, we don't have any equipment or dumbbells. What we can do is those two exercises that I'm about to show you that are really going to target and activate our biceps properly. We're going to start with bicep curls. The only thing we need in order to do those is a bar just like this. We're going to grab the bar in a supinated grip, put our legs on the floor, get our hips off the floor, and then pull towards the bar and back down. Make sure it's slow and controlled so that you can really feel the isolation and the pressure on the biceps. Now, if that's too hard, you can start with an easier variation just by putting your feet on the floor just like this, getting your hips up, and then doing the exact same thing. You're really gonna feel the burn on your biceps. Another really good bicep exercise, in case you don't have that bar, or if you wanna do both, that would be great. You just need a towel to do these bicep curls. Wrap the towel underneath your legs, lean backwards, and then pull your legs with your arms just like this. You're really gonna feel like your biceps are doing a lot of work in this exercise. Next up, we're going for triceps, but before we get into that, I'm just gonna change my shirt real quick because I'm already sweating. We're starting with tricep extensions. We're going to position our hands just like this on the floor. All right, start over here, push all the way up and back down and repeat. Right after that, we're jumping into skull crushers, same thing. Just imagine yourself doing the skull crushers with either the barbell or the dumbbells, if that makes it easier for you. Push up and down and repeat. Once you're comfortable with those two exercises, we can jump into a more advanced variation for the triceps, the diamond push-ups. We're gonna position our hands just like this on the floor. Go slowly down, chest to the floor and back up and repeat. That is it for the triceps. If you guys work on these three exercises, you're going to build massive strength for your triceps and get them defined just like this. Next up, we've got back. Now, the first exercise we're going to dive right into is Australian pull-ups. So we're just gonna get the bar right here. If you don't have a bar like this, you can just use anything with space below it, just like a table. So, legs on the floor, fully extended, core engaged, and your hips off the floor. We're gonna pull up just like this, back down. Slow and controlled so that we can target the back properly. Once you're comfortable with those, then we can move on to pull-up negatives. If you have a pull-up bar, then you're already ahead. If not, then you can use a door, just like this. We're going to start from the top position and then slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the bottom where our arms are fully extended. You want to make sure to go down as slow as possible. That way it's mostly effective for your back, your arms, and your full overall upper body strength. Once you're comfortable with pull-up negatives and you're able to do 5 to 8 slow and controlled reps in a row, then you can move on to pull-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, just like me, I honestly don't have a pull-up bar at home, so I'm just gonna use the door, grab it, and then pull yourself all the way up. Make sure your chin goes above the door or above the bar, and then all the way back down. Slow and controlled, once again, is key for progress, guys. Next up, we've got the shoulders, which in my opinion is one of the most important muscles in calisthenics, because we use it not only in beginner skills like the push-ups and dips, but also in more advanced skills just like the planche and handstand and even handstand push-ups and many more calisthenics exercises. So first up, we're going to start with a pike hold. Start in a normal push-up position and then walk our way up to a full pike position, just like this. Our target here is to try and hold it between 10 to 15 seconds. Moving on to the next exercise, which is pike push-ups. Same thing, push-up position, walk your way up, and then push forward 90 degrees, and then back up and repeat. That is not only going to build your shoulder strength, but your overall pushing strength that will help you later down the line in your calisthenics journey. Next up, we have elevated pike push-ups. You just want to grab a chair just like this, put your legs on the chair, and walk your way up to an elevated pike hold, and then slowly down into a 90-degree position, and then back up. Once you're comfortable with the elevated pike hold push-ups, then you can move on to try handstand wall push-ups. We're gonna put our hands over here, slightly far away from the wall, put one leg on the wall just like this, and then climb our way up till we're in a handstand position, and then we're going to go down 90 degrees and then push all the way back up. Next up, we've got the core, starting off with V-ups. We're going to get into position, hands above our head, and then we're going to go up with our upper body and lower body at the same time and meet in the middle. Bam. Touch the toes. Bam. Next up, we're diving into plank holds. Try and build that hold of yours up to at least a minute on each set. Once we're comfortable with those two, then we can move on to more advanced calisthenics exercises for our core, just like the tucked L-sit. I would definitely recommend you do it on an elevated surface just by getting 2 boxes right here or even 2 chairs. That makes it easier to lift your legs off the floor, because here there's really not much room, as you guys can see, to lift up your body off the floor. Once you're able to hold that for at least 10 seconds, then it's time to start extending your legs and attempt the full L-sit. I just got myself 2 chairs on each side. This is really going to help you guys out with the L-sit and the L-sit progression. So now we're going to try and go for the full L-sit hold, just like this. Make sure you don't skip this. I know most of you hate training your legs, but it's also an essential part of our trainings. Let's start off with normal squats, legs almost shoulder width apart, and then we're going to go all the way down and then all the way back up. And then once those are easy, we'll be able to move on to the more advanced level of squats, which is jump squats or explosive squats. Go slowly down, and then on our way up, we want to explode off the floor and try to get as high as possible. Next up, we've got lunges. We're going to just do this, one leg in front, one in the back. Same thing with the other leg. Once you're comfortable with normal lunges, then we can take it up a notch by doing jump lunges. We're going to go down slowly and controlled, and then jump back up and switch. Jump back up and switch. This is going to put a lot more pressure on your legs and build that lower body strength. The final exercise for legs is pistol squats. Once you've progressed through all the other progressions that I've just mentioned before, and you feel like you're comfortable and you're strong enough, then you can attempt the pistol squats. We're gonna stand on one foot, balance our weight down with one leg in front of us, and then all the way back up. You can start pistol squats by hanging on to something, like putting a chair next to you that you can hold on to, and then go down and then back up until you can eventually do the pistol squat without any assistance. Now that is it for today's video, guys. I hope this helped you out start your calisthenics journey or even progress from where you're currently at.